tweet out. Yes, sir. You know the vibes. We here. Yes, sir. Welcome, 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 welcome. We in here. Let's get it. I don't like the way that's written. I don't like the way it looks. I can do better. Mm. Yay! Kinda. You know, I made sure to put the question mark in parentheses because it's like, it's not a question. It's really yay. It is. But like, is it? It is. But is it? You know, so more to be happy about than upset about. But I can understand questioning that happiness or the joy not being the same, or feeling a little conflicted. So if you feel a little bit conflicted, there's nothing wrong with that. But you feel me? Like at the end of the day, excuse me, a wise man once said, "Eat a dub! Yum, yum, yum! Delicioso! Stop playing with me, we up!" You know the vibes, ladies and gentlemen. It's post-game prosperity. We've had a lot of pouting to do recently. We haven't had many prosperous moments in recent memory, so we are going to take advantage of what we have. And with that said, let's get to the intro, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Knicks fans here, there, and abound. Welcome to Post Game Prosperity with I Hate Sean. This is Post Game Prosperity. I'm I Hate Sean, and the Knicks got a dub tonight, 92-81 against the Cavs. Very strange feeling, you know. Very weird. I mean, holding the Cavs to 81 points. Right, that's phenomenal. That's great. We hadn't held anybody under 100 points all season, which I know the NBA is high scoring this year, but that's still kind of crazy. And so you know, holding the team to 81, you can't sneeze at it. Especially a team that's a high scoring team like the Cavaliers. I believe a lot of the reason we held them to 81 points is that they missed a lot of open shots. I believe they were 9 of 35 from three. We were 5 of 29 from three. But we are often pretty bad from three. So you know we could have gotten shots to go. It is what it is. When we struggle to shoot well, when we have bad games from three and can't put up points, other teams' wins don't count because we shot poorly. We just shot poorly. So they shot poorly, and it's not all influenced by our defense, but they shot poorly. And we also defended well for the most part. I think Quentin Grimes did a great job at the point of attack. I think he did an excellent job on Donovan Mitchell, making it difficult for him when he was switched on to Garland. I think RJ, he got toasted by Garland one time early in the game off in and out. Other than that, I think he did a pretty solid job, especially since I'm not always the biggest fan of RJ being assigned to smaller, quicker guys. But I think he did. I think he held his own. And Deuce did a good job when he was out there. Quick did an excellent job defensively as always. And so, defensively we did a good job, and I think they also helped us by missing a lot of easy shots that they created. But it is what it is. Held in 81 points. So that's incredible. That's phenomenal. We're happy about that. That's a dub. It is a weird feeling, though. I understand. There was a point in this game with about 4 or 5 minutes left where it's one of the most stress-free moments I've ever had. It was so stress-free. It was beautiful because things were happening. They were getting some buckets, things like that. And it was about a 4 or 5 point game with 5 minutes left, 4 minutes left, and I was just like, at this point, this game is a win-win. Like, if we pull it out and survive and win the game, then great. We won the game. We won a home game. We broke the skid. We beat Cleveland and held a team that's a good team to there's a lot of good things about this win. And if we would have lost it, I feel like it would have contributed to getting Tom Thibodeau fired. So it it was like, hey man, I will never be able to root for losses. I can't. But at that moment, it was like, I want to win, but like, if we didn't win this one, it wouldn't be so bad. But no, happy about the win for sure. Definitely, we love some of the things we saw. Jalen Brunson, 23 points, 7 for 16 from the field, 2 for 4 from 3, 7 for 8 from the free throw line, ladies and gentlemen. Got there often and knocked them down. That was key tonight. Julius was 3 for 3 from the free throw line. RJ was 3 for 4 from the free throw line. But yeah, Jalen Brunson did a great job getting to the line and knocking them down. He was really, effective all night. And so shout out to Jalen Brunson. Brutal, abysmal first half from RJ. And just struggled from the field. And beyond that, he had 5 turnovers in the first half, ladies and gentlemen. He ends the game with 6 turnovers. So he had much better second half. But 5 turnovers in the first half. And, some of them, and here's the thing, right? And a lot of people hate when I do it or like act like there's something wrong with it or, RJ had a bad first half. I didn't say he didn't. I was very vocal. He had a bad first half, awful first half, not a good first half at all. And he had 5 turnovers. You can't have 5 turnovers. At the same time, I'm not going to pretend I wasn't watching the game. 3 of RJ's turnovers were those questionable travel calls. Very, very, very suspect to me. It was really weird today. I think this game, I've never seen this many travel calls called ever. They're clearly trying to put an emphasis on it, but it was just strange to me. And so, those turnovers, yes, they're turnovers, but I don't really, they're not like bad decision-making turnovers. They're not bad processing turnovers. They're not turnovers that making me really upset and hurt my soul. Then his fourth turnover was him attacking the basket. Kevin Love was clearly moving, and Kevin Love went down, and RJ got called for a charge. That call was clearly a blocking foul. RJ should have been at the line. Clear as day. If you watch the game, you see it. Nobody would look at that clip and tell me, oh, yeah, this is a charging foul. Bad job, RJ. So that's 4 turnovers right there of his 5. The 5th turnover was on him. Even the 5th turnover, to be honest, Randall threw him a pass, kind of at his knees, and he started trying to go and lost it. Yeah, you lost the ball. His turnover either way, but just 5 turnovers. But 4 of them, the 3 iffy travels and the blocking foul, those aren't turnovers. I'm going to be like, well, this guy sucks. He needs to be benched the whole second half. And people were saying that. He's got to be benched the whole second half. You got to hold him accountable to show. It's oh, my God, can we stop using the word accountable, please? I just don't understand. Accountable, objective, all these words are just being thrown around and used to mean things that they don't. Good thing that we did it because RJ came out in the second half and was really good. He had 12 points, 4 for 5 from the field, 2 or 2 from 3. He looked in control. And it was really good to see. It was really nice to see. Went down at some point in the second half. Ended up being able to come back in the game. But very solid second half from RJ. And then, so now the conversation becomes, nobody wants to talk about it now. Now, everybody's talking about him during the first half. One half is just more than enough to see when you got to bash a guy. But a good half is not enough when a guy plays well. It's just so strange to me how things are happening in Knicks Twitterville or whatever it may be. It's an exhausting forecast to all of us who endure it. Shout out to you. I'm sorry. I'm glad we have spaces like this where we can make some sense and actually talk about things objectively for real, and root for our team without being made to seem foolish or weird for doing so. Um, but yeah, no, I just think that's strange. I think that in the first half he struggled clearly. Second half he was really good, and I think we should be able to talk about he was really good in the second half. And some people are like, "Oh well, he had a bad game, this and that. Oh, you guys are coddling him for trying to celebrate his good second half," and it's just like, I don't know, bro. Like, okay, so RJ had a bad first half, right? Horrible first half. What do you want him to do at halftime? You want him to say, "Hey, man, terrible game. That's it. Got to come out and double down and be terrible." No, I think that when a guy has a bad half, regardless of who he is, and people act like I'm so like such an RJ, like, oh, you get offended when people talk about RJ. But it's just like the conversation's just so weird, bro. If Jalen Brunson struggles in the first half, I'm like, yo, Jalen Brunson struggled in the first half in plenty of games, and I'm like, yo, I hope he has a better second half. I hope he gets it together in the second half. If Julius struggles in the first half, I hope he gets it together and has a better second half. If Mitchell Robinson has a bad, if anybody has a bad first half, I hope they're better in the second. And if they're better in the second half, regardless of who the player is, I don't just say, "Oh, well, he had a terrible game." He had a bad first half, and he finished the game well. We weren't like, what's going on? What's going on? We can't enjoy anything anymore. Like, I really don't understand what fanhood is about to some people, because we can't enjoy anything anymore, bro. Like, in terms of the apathetic and anarchist crowd, like, I was aligned with them a little bit today, because a part of me, would have would have understood wanting to lose. Like, and I don't ever want to lose. I can't root for a loss. You feel me? I see my man Ariel in here. What's good, bro? We can't root for a loss. Don't have it in us. We're not wired that way, bro. But like I said, toward the end of the game would have been a win-win. I can understand people who prefer to lose today, even though that's not how I go. I can't rock like that. I can understand people who are rooting for a loss today. I can get there. But like, as far as the anarchy and like being apathetic goes, like, what? Why can't we enjoy anything? We just can't enjoy anything. Like, we gotta root against everything. Like, somebody pointed out Ari, my guy, but Mr. All Caps Ari, and he's like, "Oh, RJ has to be benched in the second half, blah blah blah. This is unacceptable. He's got to be held accountable." And then so he tweeted at halftime, RJ had a great third quarter. So I was like, "Hey, this didn't age well." I tweeted RJ's third quarter stats, and then he's like, "Oh, who cares about one meaningless quarter in a meaningless game again, blah blah blah." And just like, "Oh, so now it's meaningless." When he was doing bad, it was, "Oh, blah, 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 he's got to be held accountable, it's unacceptable, we'll crucify him." And then he played well, and it's always a meaningless game. And it's okay, so is this a meaningless game because it's a meaningless season and we need to lose all the time? Why are you upset when the players play badly? Like, what are you rooting for? And that's to everybody, not to, but like, what are we rooting for? I'm going to keep asking that question, because it's getting tough, bro. I can understand feeling a little conflicted about this win, because, I get it. I get that, but like, the misery everywhere, for everything, we should be able to be happy about something, bro. I don't know. It's really annoying, man. I'm sorry. I'm ranting too much about things that have nothing to do with the show. Let's go. 1 second. I played Ring of Fire yesterday, by the way. And when you pick a kid, you get to make a rule. So my rule is that anyone who drinks has to drink with their pinky up, or they got to drink again. Got so many people, bro. It was great. Landon said, "Hey, bounce back. Yes, sir, we back. Last night took an L, but tonight I bounced back." Word to Big Sean. Jamal was good. Yo, how we feeling, Sean? We feeling wonderful. Well, we feeling conflicted, but, we feeling better than we do when we lose most times. But we are feeling kind of conflicted. I honestly, in my heart of hearts, I'm not gonna lie, I'm sorry. Knicks fans, I'm sorry, everybody. If I could have swapped the Jets and the Knicks results today, I'd have swapped them. I feel like the Jets really deserved to win that game. Mike White did a great job. He fought his heart out. I know the Giants got a tie today. For the Giants fans out there, I'm almost certain that with how we felt today, with how we're all feeling right now, and with how we want Tibbs out of here, and we know that this win doesn't help that, I think we would all swap our football team result with our basketball team result. I would have been okay with a loss today, but doesn't mean I'm not happy about a win. So we're feeling excellent overall, right? Ryan was good. Hey, what's going on, Ryan? How you feeling? Jamal said that game felt so fake, so very, very weird. Vito said, "Great game from Quick." Talk about it, Vito. Talk about it. There we go. We're just going to get to that. My guy, Quick, 12 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, 6 for 8 from the field, no 3-point attempts. Quick is just like, at this point, he's been really good defensively all season. He's been really good hitting the boards. He's putting those playmaking things to bed. I don't really hear that conversation anymore. The people who are calling him a ball hog, all of that, and he's scoring efficiently. And he's getting to the basket. He's finishing through contact. He's getting all the way there. It's so beautiful, and I'm so happy about it. And I hope that it gets talked about, because there was a time when every time I brought up Quick and how good of a player he was, and which a lot of us did. A lot of people would talk about, oh, well, he doesn't play make, or oh, he doesn't defend, he doesn't know, and he does everything. He hasn't hit the three super consistently lately, but he does everything, bro. Emmanuel Quickley does everything. Shout out to Emmanuel Quickley. And I think he should have played more than 24 minutes. I don't like the fact that he only played 10 minutes in the first half. He was amazing. He was 5 or 6 in the first half, 10 points. Him and Jalen Brunson are the only players on the team that had a good first half. Yet he only played 10 minutes. RJ played twice as many minutes than him and had a very rough half. So it's just like, I would like for the coach to actually listen to the game like he claims to. Also, Tom Thibodeau went to a 9-man rotation today. Nice, good, I guess, because it worked on the road trip at first. And, hopefully it works well for us now going forward. I think that I believe Reddish deserved to play over Deuce, but he went with Deuce. I personally think that he went with Deuce because he was sitting Derrick Rose on the second half of a back-to-back, and he didn't want Cam to, it's easier to take that spot back from McBride than it is to take it back from Cam, if that makes sense. And so I think that's why he had McBride out there. But he could have had McBride out there because he feels better with him defending the small guards, Garland and Donovan. Maybe that was it. I don't know. And so I won't put too much energy and time into speculating, because I'm aware that I don't know. And I know that anything I would be saying is, if I do know, would be a bunch of nonsense, because I don't know. But it is interesting. I'll have an eye out for that next game. Landis said, also want to point out that the Cavs only had two second chance points all night. Landis, that's an excellent thing to point out, because I wasn't going to say it. So great job. Thank you. Once again, this is not a show without y'all. This is you guys. But yeah, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 second chance points all night. That's huge, bro. That's a large part of the reason that they only scored 81 points, most likely. A lot of times when we do get stops, we give teams 3 or 4 chances. And I know Jared Allen being out of there, had an effect on that, but also guys hit the boards. 8 rebounds for RJ, 9 rebounds for Randall, 11 rebounds for Mitchell Robinson, 6 rebounds for Quentin Grimes, 5 rebounds for Quick, 9 rebounds for Hartenstein, 4 rebounds for Obi, throw 2 in there for Jalen Brunson. Guys hit the boards. We got to hit the boards every night. There's a lot of teams that don't have a Jared Allen. So it's not only because they miss Jared Allen. Hit the boards, bro. If we hit the boards, we're a much better basketball team. Let me see. 54 to 39 on the boards. Plus 15 on the boards. Hit the boards, bro. That's important. We give up a lot like that every single game. We give up a lot on second chances every game. And so it's nice to see that we were able to limit that tonight. Jamal said QG has Spider in jail. Stop playing with him. Donovan Mitchell had 23 points on 8 for 22 from the field and 2 for 11 from 3 with 3 turnovers. Quentin Grimes made life very difficult for him. We love to see it. Officer Q, ladies and gentlemen. Officer Q. He's going to make sure he takes him to jail. Officer Q. That's what we got to give him. Vito said, I hope Deuce playing over Rose is permanent, not just because it was a back-to-back. I think that Rose deserves to... We're better off without Rose in the rotation, I believe. I don't think that the minutes we're getting from him are super productive. He looks really bad out there sometimes, especially defensively. And yeah, I no disrespect. Love Derrick Rose, legend, Hall of Famer. Very glad and honored that he's been on our team. But hey, man. I would prefer for Deuce. I would prefer for Cam to get those minutes. If not Cam, Deuce. It was very weird to me for a long stretch of the game today that we were running our offense through Deuce McBride. I don't understand that at all. And I think that if we're gonna be having lineups where Quick and McBride are out there, it needs to be running through Quick. Like I love Deuce McBride, can't stress it enough, but I don't think that he necessarily has been good offensively in the NBA. Like if there's anything he struggled at, it's been offense. You know, like I don't know. Like he's out there, he's a huge plus defensively. You want him to see if he can get a shot in spots. You know, get those deflections that lead to runouts. You know, beat somebody off the dribble on a closeout or something like that. But I don't think that I haven't seen anything from Deuce McBride in his entire tenure in the NBA that has said let's run the offense through him. That 15.9 assist game with no turnovers is phenomenal. But like the majority of the time he's out there, I don't know why we decided to run the offense to him. Based on how it was going when we were running offense to him, I don't know why we decided to run the offense to him. And that's not a slight to Deuce McBride at all. That was just a coaching question for me. Like, what is going on? Why are we doing that? And I hope that we don't more. Jamal said, I literally don't know how we won, LMAO. And why did Cam get a DNP coach decision? Good bounce back second half from RJ too. Yeah, we won because they went 9 for 35 from 3 and had 2 second chance points. Those are the two things that kill us. I think that if teams didn't hit threes like that, if teams didn't torch us from 3 and didn't get as many chances as they wanted after torching us from 3, we'd probably hold teams under 100 more often. Like they scored 81 points. That's crazy. That's really crazy. It's like a early 90s score. Like that's crazy. I don't know. Landis said, scared that Dallas has something to do with Cam and Rose sitting tonight. No way we let go of Cam. You said Dallas? Or you think? I don't think so. I don't. But at the same time, like, I mean, what would they be giving us? You know, I don't. I'm not gonna say no way we let go of Cam. I don't. I like Cam. I hope we keep Cam. But at the same time, we do have a lot of guys. If they don't have, I don't know. But I don't think that had anything to do with trading Cam. However, if Dallas is taking Rose, please do. Like, I think he would really help Luka over there. And that frees up minutes so that we can play the people that we need to play. Vito said, I need our fans to stop the Donovan stuff. It's time to move on. We didn't get him. It's okay. You want people to move on like adults? Come on, bro. Let's be realistic. Be realistic. Be for real. People won't move on. Antonio said, Derrick Rose for Reggie Bullock and Ntilikina. That's hilarious. It would be nice to get Frank back. That'd be cool. But nah, give me a pick. Give me something I can use. Sorry. Jamal said, I don't know how to feel about this win. I feel that, Jamal, honestly. Yay, with a question mark. Excuse me. Ariel was good, my guy. Man, I can't root for them to lose. I tried, bro. Listen, man, I get it. I get it. I can't do it either at all. Like, I didn't have any excitement coming into this game. Like, I'm always super excited about new games, even after the worst ones. It's like, all right, whatever. Like, we get a chance to make it up today. That's what, in the words of Gloria, that's what I love tomorrow. But, I wasn't excited about this. And it was because, I wasn't excited to win it. Like, I wasn't like, all right, I think we can pull it out today. And, of course, I'm always, I love wins. I love winning. And, ultimately, I love this team. And, I do believe this team is capable of things. And so I think this team can make it to the playoffs or the play-in at the very least, which can also make it to the playoffs. And so, being 11-13, which I believe is our record now, is better than being 10-14. I don't want to continue to lose a bunch of games at home. So it's good to be able to beat a team like this. It's good to be able to beat a team like this. That's great. So I'll take it. Jamal said, held the Cavs to 82 points. Defense, or 82? 81, yeah, 81. Defense, and them missing shots. But defense, though. Defense for sure. Vito said, Grimes was great, but we definitely could have gave some of his 40 minutes to Cam. Damn, Grimes QG played 40? Yeah, he did play 40. Wow. I mean, he's decided he's going 9-man rotation. And, Grimes did a really good job defensively. So he did his job when he was out there. So I'm not going to complain about his minutes. But, yeah, 40 is kind of, 40 is a little steep. But I also believe that had to do with RJ being hurt for that period of time. But he's decided he's going 9-man rotation. So when he made that decision before, and that's the thing, and that's where, ultimately, above all else for me, it's a team. And so I know there's a bunch of people with these hives, and the Cam hive that hates Quentin Grimes, and if you root for Quentin Grimes, then you hate Cam, like all that stuff, whatever. But when Tibbs went with the 9-man rotation before, and it meant Evan Fournier was out of the rotation, but also meant that Quentin Grimes was too, I was hurt for Quentin Grimes. I was like, damn, that's unfortunate for Grimes because he finally got healthy, and now he's just out of the rotation. And, he came into the season, he had a good summer. He had a good summer league. He was looking like he could get that starting job, and suddenly you're out of the rotation. And that's unfortunate. But, when it happened, I was like, well, I'm glad we got a win, first of all. We won 2 games on the road. So it's like, all right, cool, this 9-man rotation thing is working. Guys are playing well. It's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So now, the other side of it, it's a 9-man rotation. Cam is outside of it. And so I think that he should be in it over McBride. But if McBride gets out there and plays well, then he deserves it. And, I think that if Rose comes back and he's the 9th one, I think that's an issue because I don't think he deserves to be in the rotation, over Cam especially. But, I'm not going to now, I don't know, it's just weird. I feel like a lot of people have buried their allegiances put in places that are deeper than just the Knicks. I'm happy. I'm not tripping about a 9-man rotation. Ariel said, but if we lost or got blown out and Mitch let it up, they'd be having a meltdown on Twitter. They would 100%. But it doesn't matter if it goes out. It just, I'm tired. Not only am I tired of talking about the timeline and talking about the way that Knicks fans talk about things. Not only am I tired of tweeting and stuff being involved in it, I'm also tired of talking about it. It's getting on my nerves. And I hope that it's not making for bad content, but it's just something we all see so much, and it's so frustrating. And I feel like it's really hurting the way that the team is allowed to be spoken about or covered. And it's just weird to me, It's very strange, and it's really bothering me. And I apologize. Try to make it more just about the games and about the basketball. But that's what I'm trying. That's my point. I just wanted it to be about the basketball. Neil said, yeah, what's going on, my guy? How you feeling, bro? How you feeling? We got a dub. We most certainly did. Yes, we did. Jeff was good. RJ awful in the first half equals 20 minutes. RJ puts the team on his back to start the second half equals 11 minutes. Make it make sense. RJ got hurt. I'll give Tibbs that. RJ clearly got hurt at one point in this game. There was a play where he didn't come back at all on the fast break, and I was just like, what's going on? I was about to be mad at him. But I was like, yo, you're still not back in the play even after the ball is done. After the ball is dead. So then after that, he came out of the game. He wasn't on the bench. He wasn't on the bench for a little while. So that wasn't Tibbs' fault. But my thing is, RJ is awful in the first half. Mad tweets about RJ. RJ is good in the second half. Radio silence on RJ. Or just talking about how he was bad in the first half, so it's a bad game. That's the funny part to me. Neil said, I know this type of performance won't sustain because Tibbs is def going back to D-Rose, but this was a good win. Excellent tweet. Excellent tweet. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, an excellent tweet. Ariel said, no RJ slander tonight. They're still slandering him, and they're still going to slander him, and it's weird, and you know why it's weird. So let's see. RJ Barrett ended the game with 15 points and 8 rebounds on 5 for 13 shooting. Julius Randle had 18 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 for 19 shooting. Really good game for Julius, in my opinion. I think Julius had a good game. And honestly, I think Julius was putrid and abysmal defensively and looking completely uninterested. And I think he makes our entire defense worse, and it pisses me off. But I don't have to take that now and see Julius have 18, 9, and 4 and a win and be like, well, he was 7 for 19. Oh, and act like it's a victory lap for me that he was 7 for 19 and now talk about his efficiency. It's strange to me. RJ shot 35%. That's not, 38.5%. That's not great. 5 for 13 is not good. Julius shot 36.8%. It's not an RJ versus Julius thing. Quentin Grimes shot terribly. He was 2 for 8, 25%. Jalen Brunson was 7 for 16, 43%. Like, but I think that Jalen Brunson had a good game. I think Quentin Grimes played well defensively. Like, I don't have to. I'm just rooting for these guys, man. I'm rooting for these guys. And so, I know there's things they can do better. I want them to do certain things better. I want the entire team to shoot better and be more consistent, of course. But I think, like, the eagerness to kill RJ and the reluctance. Ooh, that was tough. The reluctance. I'm gonna go with the reluctance. Oh my goodness, I really hope I didn't do that on camera. Being eager to talk about his failure and shortcomings, and being reluctant to talk about when he plays well, it's just it's weird to me, and I feel like it's happening with RJ for like some reason. Everybody feels like they have to. Landis said, Emmanuel TBH, Emmanuel quickly. You know the vibes. My guy he's been so consistent. He's just been good for us, man. Every night he's good. Every night Emmanuel Quickly is good. Some nights he doesn't shoot as well, but every night Emmanuel Quickly is good. Like, good. Legitimately good. And I'm really proud of the way that he's getting to the basket and finishing around the basket and finishing through contact. I'm so proud of Emmanuel Quickly, bro. Like, there's a lot of things the haters were saying about him before. He had a lot of detractors. A lot of them have really just been silent. A lot of people who used to hate on Quick have just said nothing. And some of them have even said how well he's played. But there's not much to hate on anymore, man. He shows up every night. He gives you clear energy. We're a better team when he's on the floor. Shout out to Emmanuel Quickly, bro. Jeff said, first thing Tibbs says in his post game is Rose will be back, LMAO. The dude really doesn't learn from what he sees on the court. Hashtag subs on auto, bro. Hashtag subs on auto. Honestly, at one point, RJ started off with a great third quarter, and Tibbs pulled him out at the same point he always pulls him out in the third quarter. And it was just really weird to me. It's like, if a guy has an awful first half, the way that RJ did, and then he's playing well in the third quarter, he's got 12. He pulled him out right after he hit the second three. He hit the second three, and Tibbs was like, all right, that's enough of this. He's cooking. Come over here and sit next to me. I'm like, yo, are you serious? You can adjust things, bro. You can adjust things. Maybe if you didn't play him so much while he wasn't playing well in the first half, you would, like, I think that Quick was balling at one point, and he subbed RJ for Quick. Now, I think that RJ could, I love RJ. I'm a huge RJ fan. Love RJ so much. Think RJ is extremely capable. I think that if Quick is playing really well, and he's the only person that you can sub RJ back in for, and RJ's not playing so well, you can wait a little longer to make that sub for RJ. Like, if you make that sub at 6 minutes or 5 minutes, you can make it at 3 or 4 minutes this time, and give Quick a couple more minutes. Like, balance it out a little bit. Just let him get some more time. He shouldn't be capped to a certain amount of minutes no matter how well he plays. You should be responding to the game as you always claim you do. And so now in the second half, after you play RJ 20 minutes in the first half, out of a possible 24, now in the second half, he gets off to a hot start, and after his second three, where he's now 12 points, 4 for 5 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3, you immediately take him out of the game. And you try to put him back in like 3 minutes later and stagger it or whatever was going on. It's done a couple of times. And then shortly after he got hurt, which isn't Tibbs' fault at that point. But, like, you just don't need to break that moment. Like, when he's cooking like that, leave him out there. Like, why is this guy who was struggling early in the game and is now playing really well and carrying us a little bit, and now he's sitting on the bench? Like, you're just breaking rhythm and momentum. I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense. But you're doing it because you're going to make this sub at any point in the game. Once subs on auto, and hashtag subs on auto, let's hashtag it from now on. But, like, I feel like it's disrespectful to 2K. Subs on auto is disrespectful to 2K. You know why? Because in 2K, my subs are on auto. In my 2K My League, which I'm probably going to hop on and play right after this, in my 2K My League, my subs are on auto. And I set my rotation, and it's subs on auto by rotation. But if somebody catches fire, even the AI is going to leave him in the game. The computer will make his sub a little bit later because he's currently on fire. It will not take a guy on fire out of the game. If there's 3 guys at the scorer's table and you know the guy who's coming in for that guy, but that guy's on fire, that other guy will go back to the bench. Because you don't sub guys out when they're on fire, because they're on fire. So subs on auto is disrespectful to the 2K algorithm. But we won. Yay. Yay. Boom. Neil said, join the clock will be temporary happiness because this game saved Tibbs' job. Fired. Again. Fired again. Again. He got his job saved again. You know, the Philly win earlier in the season where Obi and Cam saved his job. Although, you know, who knows if he would have lost it. Yeah, it would have been an all-time high right now. The pressure, the seat would have been hot for him or whoever wasn't firing him if we lost this game tonight. And it would have been interesting to see, I must say. I would have liked to see, you know, I would like to have seen what would have happened. And, you know, I want to jump into that dimension, jump into that reality real quick. A reality where the Knicks got blown out tonight. And, you know, how does that go in the next 24 hours? But that's not where we are. We won a game. And, you know, we are happy about it. Woo! Ariel said, Brunson Burner indeed, man. Shout out to Jalen Brunson. Excellent game. Excellent game. Got it done. You know, attacked a weaker backcourt defensively. You know, Garland and Donovan Mitchell had nothing to be afraid of on the defensive end. And so those are guys you got to go at. And he went at him. And, you know, he was very effective in doing so. Knocked down his free throws. Real solid game, man. Shout out to Jalen Brunson. Matter of fact, yeah, man, let's do it. We haven't done this much this season at all. And, you know, so this might be his first time ever getting one. Maybe not, though, because he's had a couple good games. But tonight's Essentia post-game prosperity pinky up player of the game, Jalen Brunson. 23 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 for 16 from the field, 2 for 4 from 3, and 7 for 8 from the free throw line. Excellent game, bro. Way to take care of business. We appreciate you, and I'll drink to that. Essentia. Never let your pinky touch a bottle of Essentia. It's classless. Neil said, hit the like button, y'all. That's a fact. Hit the like button. You know, hit the like button. Subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. All those good things. Yes, please. Jeff said, Cam being out of rotation is absurd. Just go to a 9-man rotation with Cam instead of Rose. We need wing defense against certain teams, and Cam was really embracing being a role player. Yeah, man. If it was for Deuce, it was one thing which I didn't think made sense. But I just felt like it was because he wanted to put Rose back in where he had Deuce at. And I don't know, man. I think that if we're going down a 9-man rotation, I don't think that Derrick Rose has really done much to warrant being a part of that rotation. Like, I don't think that, you know, there's nothing that Derrick Rose has done where I'm like, oh yeah, like he's got to be out there. And so Cam may have had a few off games, may not have had the best look out there last game, but he's contributed to this team. He's been a really good defender, a rangy defender, and if nothing else, we need that. And so he could have played that role off the bench, and benching him completely, so that Derrick Rose can keep going out there for 15 to 20 minutes. Doesn't seem to make much sense. Neil said, if y'all don't hit the like button, you must change your legal name to Tibbs Stan. Well, I'd hit the like button if I were you guys. Jamal said, co-signed, exactly. Deem said, here to support Sean and the Knicks. Hey, salute, Deem. I appreciate you. Welcome, man. You kind of a closet Knicks fan, so salute to you, brother. Jeff said, our defense to start the game was so bad. The Cavs missed so many open shots. Once IQ and Deuce subbed in and really turned the game around, we were flying the rest of the game. That's a fact. They missed a lot of open shots in the beginning. But yeah, like Deuce being out there, Deuce and Quick, and, you know, Deuce, Quick, Grimes, like having those guys out there, man, it's nice. Which is, once again, why I can tolerate it a little bit if Cam is getting DMPs for Deuce. Like, I at least see what you're doing with the energy he brings defensively and all that. I don't understand it for Rose. I won't be mad about it today, though. That's not a today thing. That, you know, in the words of Glorilla. Again, that's why I love tomorrow. So I won't be mad about that today. We won the game today. It is what it is. Deuce played today. But next game, if we come out and we have the 9-man rotation and Rose is playing, and he's looking bad out there like he has recently, then I'm going to be upset that it's not Cam, for sure. Ariel said, Emmanuel Quickly is him. Emmanuel Quickly, you know the vibes. Getting to the basket, defending, rebounding, playmaking. We know he's got the jumper. He does everything well, and he does it on a consistent basis. Shout out to my guy. Deem said, develop RJ, trade Julius, fire Tibbs. Oh, you get it. You get it. You get it. You know, fire Tibbs. Develop RJ, of course. I don't have that. Fire Tibbs. Fire Tibbs. My bad. Oof. But yeah, and you know, Julius got to get traded. Julius got to get traded. Bro, that one play today that I made the clip of, bro, he just doesn't care on defense sometimes. It's really bad. It's really bad. And it's one, and as you know, I did that, and then people are like, "Oh, you guys don't do that. You keep the same energy for RJ." And oh, look, here's RJ getting beat by Darius Garland. Like, see, he doesn't play defense either. And it's just like, you know, I hate that I find myself even having to responding to certain things, because it's just like, you know, like this just because you said it doesn't mean it makes sense. And so this video here of RJ playing, like, you know, getting beat off the drill by Darius Garland. Darius Garland made a move. He's one of the quickest, shiftiest, best ball handlers in the league. Really talented guy. And he beat RJ. And RJ didn't have his feet set right. Whatever, he got beat. It was bad. Got to be better. Bad defense. That's bad defense on that play. You got to be better. Julius completely checking out of the play and breaking the defense down and not rotating or trying to rotate after it was kicked out or moving an inch or flinching a muscle. That's completely different. You know, that's a play. I don't kill guys. Like I said, I don't kill guys for missing shots. I kill guys for taking horrible shots or, like, you know, like hijacking the offense. And that gets annoying after a while. But I don't kill guys for missing shots. It's basketball. I don't kill guys for getting beat every once in a while. You know, backdoor, turn your head, ball watching. You simply got beat on the play. Defensive lapses happen. It's basketball. There's no perfect player. There's no perfect moment. I would love for RJ to be a better defender overall and be where he's capable of being. But I don't kill guys for that. But, you know, to give no effort and to do it on a consistent basis, like the reason I made that clip, and I never just post videos during the game, like unless I'm on the TKW account, which I haven't been on in a minute. And so it's just like the reason I did that is because, like, that looks like a three, right? And it just looks like, oh man, the Knicks defense is breaking down. But it's like, this is one player, and it happens far too often. That's not an anomaly. That's why I did it. If it was the first time I seen it, I wouldn't do that. But like, this happens all game, every game, and that's an issue. And so we should be able to say something. It's just getting weird now. Like, if you say something, it's like, oh well, this guy does that. Like, okay, like, this is a bad play. Like, what we were looking at, the video is right here. This is a bad play. Like, why are you making this about somebody else? Like, when RJ struggles, bro, and people act like I'm the person that's irrational about RJ. But when RJ is struggling or playing poorly or he makes a bad play, I don't just go, oh, well, that guy makes bad plays too. Like, no, RJ's playing bad. Like, when RJ had 5 turnovers, I wasn't on time like, oh, Randall turns the ball over. Like, what does that mean? He has 5 turnovers right now. So what if Randall has turnovers most times? Like, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. Why do people keep saying things that don't mean anything? It's so annoying. My mentions are flooded. I'm tired. Landon said, I actually liked the way the game was officiated tonight. Can't lie. I think it was nasty, man. I think it was nasty. There's just too many travels. Like, a lot of those travels are, like, you know, inconsequential. Like, they're not consequential moves. They're not something that's, like, you know, affecting the game too much. Like, there's going to be a lot of interruptions and turnovers that are not necessary if we're really going to do that. That's my thing. And I saw Tibbs saying it too. And now, like, if you're going to do it, fine, but just do it both ways. Like, it is what it is. You're going to crack down on travels. But travels are so, like, you know, deeply rooted into NBA basketball at this point that you're going to have to undo a lot. Like, it's going to take a lot of unpacking. A lot of travels to be called, and then it's not going to be called consistently because, once again, I still see Giannis, Euro and Greek, stepping through the lane. Like, he takes a 2-step for the Euro step, then he takes 2 more steps for Greece, and there's no calls. There's no, and those are that's the advantageous travel. Like, that's where you're getting extra steps to get toward the basket and beat your defender, and he's already got long strides in the first place. So it's like, if we're going to call travel, and we're gonna crack down on travel, and we're gonna crack down on the ticky tack ones, but still let some egregious ones go. Like, what are we doing? I don't like that. I don't want to watch basketball so that every 10 seconds can be whoop, and we can be going the other way because the guy did the wrong thing with his inside foot when he caught the ball. Like, I don't need that. I really don't. I don't think anyone does. It's just like at a point in the game it just got annoying. Even the ones on them. Like, I was happy that they were on them, of course, especially since it was happening to us. But it was just like if you're 35 feet from the basket, bro, I don't really care if your foot shuffles before you put the ball on the floor. Like, it's not that big of a deal to me. Jeff said 13 minutes for Obi. LOL. Sorry for negativity, but there's still so much stuff to not like. Jeff, there is plenty of stuff to not like. There's a question mark on this yay, brother. There's a question mark on this yay. Because there's plenty of stuff to not like. And while today was good, was it? Did the Knicks really win today? But at the same time, a win is a win, and that's why the question mark is in parentheses. That's fun. Yeah, 13 minutes for Albie. In a game where there's no Jared Allen. Ariel said, those West Virginia kids are taught defense first. Deuce Hive, facts. Yeah, his defense was excellent, man. Deuce is, but his defense is always excellent. Like, he's a super excellent defensive player. Like, he is like a textbook. He's a super impactful defensive player. He's the kind of guy you put on the, like, you know, First of all, Jose Alvarado had 38 points in that. Shout out to Jose Alvarado. But, you know, what Jose Alvarado really got into was just defense. His impact that he made in the playoffs, just defense. And Jose Alvarado's a Deuce McBride type of guy, honestly. But the Pelicans got some national attention. He made some big plays at the right time. And, you know, now he's not household name, but, you know, it raises your value. And so I think Deuce has those same capabilities defensively. I don't know why we decided to run the offense to him today, because I think that his capabilities lean to his defense. But, you know, hey, man, shout out Deuce. Holding Derrick Rose's place so he can go back to collecting DMPs. Amazing. It makes sense, though, because, you know, Tom Thibodeau. Wow, I'm way behind in the comments. I am really sorry. All right, gonna speed up a little bit. Jamal said, I really don't like Knicks Twitter a lot of the time, LMAO. Agendas rule over everything there, and it's so tiring to try to argue people who use their agendas to drive their points. Yeah, man. Ariel said, yeah, it's Twitter narratives over everything. Yeah, it's really ruining it for me, bro. Like, I've always loved tweeting about the Knicks. I've always loved talking about the Knicks. I love the fact that there's a community to do so. You feel me? I love the fact there's a community to do so. I love the fact that community appreciates and respects my voice. It's amazing. And so I get frustrated with myself because I feel like I'm responding to a lot of the foolish conversation or, you know, stupid narratives or things that don't make any sense just because I feel like that voice is important, especially like through all of us who make sense and things like that and understand. And it's important to prioritize basketball, and to prioritize actually being a Knicks fan, like being a fan of the Knicks, rooting for the Knicks. Like, I think people have gotten away from what that means a lot. And so I think that's important to maintain. And I feel like because I try to voice that so much, I'm almost annoying myself now. Like, the conversation has gotten so annoying that by responding to the conversation, even though I've cut back on the things I respond to, I'm still annoying myself. I feel like I'm giving it too much attention and energy. But it's all I'm seeing. Like, we're the minority in terms of, like, just appreciating the team and, you know, being objective, which the word people keep using, but, like, actually rooting for the Knicks first and foremost. Like, it's weird, bro, and I'm not having fun. I'm not having a good time. I'm not having a good time in Knicks Twitter. Like, it's not fun. Bad Eyesight said, what's up with the rotations? He played RJ 20 in the first half and was bad. Then was hot in the third and barely played. Yeah, still don't know why he pulled him. Hashtag subs on auto. We know that much. After he came back in, though, he did get hurt. So that part wasn't on tips. But subs on auto. He shouldn't have pulled him after he hit his second three. And it was 4 for 5 in the quarter and 2 for 2 from 3. I don't understand why you then take the guy out of the game, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it. And he just does the same thing. He can't keep getting away with this. Oh. Jamal said it's sad because sometimes you have genuinely good engagements on Twitter that just get destroyed because of narratives. Yeah, man, it's like, oh, what? How are we talking about this? Like, what's happening now? What's even, sometimes I find myself explaining something. Like, with the RJ shot, right? That was a huge hot button topic. But with the RJ shot, when I was like, oh, and the shot almost went in. Somebody's like, oh, that shot didn't almost go in, blah, 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 blah. It hit the back of the rim. And then Jeff came along and described it, and he was like, well, hitting the back of the rim is about as close as a shot can come to going in outside of, like, toilet bowling. And the dude was like, oh, well. And I'm just like, it's sad that we have to explain the fact that back rim is the closest a shot can come to going in. Like, I don't. What? What are we talking about? Why does that have to be explained? Why is that a thing that has to be explained? Right? But I'm supposed to go back and forth with this person, and their opinion is supposed to be worth something, while they're basing their opinion off of thinking that a shot hitting back rim is a brick or a terrible shot or not close to going in. That's what we're supposed to debate, right? And I'm the bad person if I feel like this person is beneath the conversation. Like, there's just certain we shouldn't even have to talk about certain things, bro. Like, you can't save everybody. That's where I'm at. That's what I'm trying to be at. I'm moving closer toward it every day. I still get caught up a little bit just because there's so much nonsense out there, and I feel like if we're silent while there's nonsense, all that's going to come out is nonsense. And at the end of the day, I want the Knicks fan to be represented well within ourselves and our own community, in the NBA community in general, and for the team. Like, I want the team to have a pulse of the fans appreciating them and, rooting for them at the very least. Ariel said, that's why I'm not on it like that. I've never muted so many people in 1 year. Yeah, my mute button is putting up, I was going to say Kobe Julius Randle numbers. But yeah, my mute button is going crazy. I'm not going to lie to you. My mute button is going crazy. Jamal said, also Tibbs was bugging with the rotations tonight. Must be a day that ends in Y, brother. I'm interested to see where the 9-man rotation goes from here. Ariel said, facts, but there are so many great Knicks fans on Twitter aside from the toxicity. Exactly. It's such a great community. Here at TKW is such a great community. And once again, on behalf of myself and TKW, we really appreciate you guys for all of your engagement in all the different ways, for supporting us, for being a part of us, listening to the podcast, reading the articles, tweeting the games with us, tweeting the clips, retweeting them, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much, for real, and being in the show. And so, that part makes it refreshing. Like, if it wasn't for you guys, if it wasn't for the sensible people, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do. So, the fact that there's so much nonsense around us makes the sensible people even easier to appreciate. Like, I appreciate you guys so much. Truly, it's so refreshing to have some of these kind of, like, and the exciting thing about, like, the beauty of the internet and the beauty of sports and fandom and, like, being Knicks fans, it's, like, really exciting that we get to do this together for a long time. Like, I'm not gonna stop being a Knicks fan. Like, you're not gonna stop being a Knicks fan. So, like, we're gonna be able to talk about the team. About a week or two ago, we thought Twitter might have been done for. It's still here. Hey, we alive. But either way, we'll still be here. We'll be on YouTube. We'll be wherever. Like, the internet will exist. The Knicks will exist. And so we have these connections, and it's cool to keep having these connections. Like, some of y'all, we've been rocking for years, and we got years to come. Like, I'm excited. I hope that our kids are Knicks fans together. So I love you guys, truly, from the bottom of my heart, man. Can't stress that enough. Please don't ever get it confused when I'm, like, frustrated and talking about the things that I can't stand. It's never you guys. Jamal said, I've entertained it before, but I'm done spending energy on stupid people. That felt like I said it. Like, I felt that in my soul. I feel that. I'm done spending energy on stupid people, bro. Like, it's just like, all right, cool, you're stupid. Never mind. Like, oh, you're stupid. Got it. Ariel said, like, when we lost 14 more games and the NBA effed us in the draft since the Ewing. Yeah, like, salute my boy, had to come through. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, like, I'm not doing the whole, I want to tank and lose thing. Like, that's never worked for us, bro. We're Knicks fans. Why do we act like we haven't experienced this our entire lives? Like, what's going on? Like, When has that ever been our friend? The one time the like with the different lottery odds now, it literally started the year that we were the worst team in the league. That was the first year of it. We were the worst team in the league, and all of a sudden being the worst team in the league didn't get you the same thing it used to get you. Our time, our year. And we went from 1-3. I love RJ Barrett though. But we went from 1-3. And so that was like the best lottery we've had. Why do people keep wanting to tank? I don't get it. It's not like we're not bad enough for that. We're not bad enough to be the worst team in the league. Jamal said, I wonder what the tank people would feel like if we tanked, had the third best odds, then got the 10th pick again. Tanking just doesn't work for us. It's a fact. It's a fact, bro. We've moved up once. What? 85? Other than 85, every year we've either stayed where we were at or gone down the lottery. Like, we've never had... Lottery night is never a good thing for us. I've looked sad on camera for lottery night too many times. My friends have too much ammo. Like, they've made montages of me being sad on draft lottery night. I don't really need another one. You feel me? Like, I'm cool off that. I don't even like the lottery like that. Ariel said Grizzlies landed Morant thanks to the rigged draft. We don't get things like that. It doesn't happen to us. Jamal said, and this team is not even close to bad enough to be tanking. It's not at all. It's really not. It really isn't. It really is not. Facts, Ariel. Landon said, Pinky up player of the game. Yes, sir, you know it. Jalen Brunson, you know the vibes. Boom. Thanks for reminding me, Landis, even though I didn't forget. But still, thanks for reminding me. Ariel said, they went punch for punch with many elite teams. But yeah, we're trash. We're just supposed to forget it, though. We're just supposed, and now, we can't beat a good team. Now we beat a good team. They're going to act like, they call Cleveland a meaningless game. It's like, okay, look, I understand not being super excited about winning it because of wanting the coach to be fired. But you cannot pretend that we didn't beat a very good team. Like, we beat a very good team. We held them to 81 points. Maybe they missed a lot of shots. Either way, no matter how you want to slice it, we held a good team to 81 points. Like, we just got to talk about basketball, man. We got to talk about basketball. It's got to be about basketball. CT, my guy. Yeah, when is the next 2K stream? Like right after this, for real. I'm about to fire 2K up right when I'm done with this. So we up. I think my 2K team is like 4-2 now. Jamal said the Giants tie killed me. Yeah, I can imagine, bro. I know you didn't want to. I know y'all didn't want to tie that game, man. The Jets loss really killed me. Braxton Berrios dropped it in the end zone, and Mike White deserved that win, man. Mike White almost came back from 20-3 on the road against one of the top teams in the NFC, who's won a bunch of close games this year. I saw him earn it. He deserved to. Garrett Wilson is him, by the way. I know this isn't the Jets wall, but Garrett Wilson is the man, and it feels very good to have like the man be on my team on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. We got the rookie of the year probably. Shout out to Joe Douglas. It takes time. It takes time, and that's how things. And so I'm gonna use the Jets just to parallel to the Knicks, because a lot of Jets fans used to kill Joe Douglas, bro. Oh, he hasn't done this. We suck. Blah 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 blah. They were killing Robert Saleh last year. Oh, fire him. And it's just like, bro, like he just got here. Like he just got here and we sucked. And then with Joe Douglas, it was like, I feel like we've added some young talent. He's made good, shrewd moves on draft night, like all these things. I was always very objective about it, even though people wanted to kill him because it was more popular too. And suddenly now, we are in a great position with a bunch of first and second year players at very important positions, and an elite defense and a very young team. And so we have not only we're good now, but we're ahead of schedule. And it's sustainable, and that all happened within a couple of weeks. Like we started the season off that Browns game. If we didn't get that, we were 1-2. Like perception changes really quickly, and so now all of a sudden we're ahead of schedule. Things are really good. And Joe Douglas is clearly a genius. We're set up for the future. It only takes things happen, and so whether it's with this regime or not, the Knicks overall are in a pretty good position. We got a young core. We've got a lot of young guys on the team, whether they're assets or players you're going to keep. They're young people have to give players more time to develop and understand development. As Knicks fans, we haven't had many young players that we've watched develop and come up like that. So I don't know why all of a sudden everybody's so uppity and impatient about development. But everybody gets mad when you say, "Oh, people." When outsiders say you can't rebuild in New York because fans are impatient, New York fans are gonna be like, "Oh no, that's not true. We just want to." They might be right. You can't rebuild here because people have no patience for development. Last year, in Emmanuel Quigley's second year of his career, everybody's like, "Oh, he's not. He can't do this. He can't do that. He's not good. He's not a good guard. He's a shooting guard. This and that. He's blah blah blah." Emmanuel Quigley's just a really good basketball player, and it's his third year, and he's been phenomenal all year, and he can continue to grow. But like people don't want to have the patience for that. People don't want to have the patience for development, and don't really understand development because we don't really see it often. A lot of Knicks fans haven't seen development since Ewing. But they aren't aware of that, and so they just my favorite thing. I probably have said it many times on here. One of my favorite things in the world, period. When I learned the Socratic paradox in philosophy class, all that I know is that I don't know. That's it. A lot of people don't know that they don't know, and they just keep running their mouths. It's ridiculous. Ariel said, "Giants get receivers. Giants get receivers. It's a wrap. Dayball got them bought in." Facts. The Giants have been really good. Dayball's been really good. Dayball and Sal have done a great job this year. I think y'all should get OBJ. I kind of hope y'all get OBJ. I'd rather him go to y'all and the Bills. And I think it would be a cool story for him to go back there. And y'all need receivers. So, yeah. I don't see why it hasn't happened yet. Jamal said, "I would have been okay with a Giants win over a Knicks win for sure." We're right there. We're right there. I feel that. I needed that Jets game today. I didn't need this game. Anthony Vasquez said, "Not feeling good. Tibbs getting a pass for a crime we shouldn't accept." No. I understand, Anthony. Unfortunately, we don't get to yell. Me personally, I don't believe in yelling to fire the coach after a win. It's unfortunate. I can't get up here and be like, "Yo, fire Tom Thibodeau." Like, we just beat a really good team. I'm just going to focus on that. It's really, I posted that video of me being between a rock and a hard place. That's what it is. It's like I want the coach fired expeditiously. I think he should be fired instantly yesterday. But at the same time, I love this team so much, and I'm always going to want them to win. And so, what can I say? Like, hopefully what? Hopefully Tibbs gets fired, so hopefully we got to go through. If that game the other night didn't get him fired as a one-off. And so we know that it's going to take a lot for Tibbs to get fired. I think tonight would have helped. Might have even gotten it done had it been bad enough. But it's going to take a lot for Tibbs to get fired. So it's like, am I really rooting for Tibbs to get fired? Because then I got to root for, like, more losses and more pain. And it's like, I want the team to be good, so I am rooting for wins. But the more that we win, the lower the chances of Tom Thibodeau being fired are. If he couldn't be fired while we were losing, he's definitely not going to be fired if he's winning. And so, then it comes down to priorities. What's more of a priority to me? The Knicks winning or Tom Thibodeau getting fired? And for me, I cannot pick anything over the Knicks winning. In my life, on it, it's very tough for me to pick anything in my life over the Knicks winning. The Knicks winning is very important to me. I like it. I love winning, and I love the Knicks. And I want to win games. And I think this team is capable, and so I want to go to the playoffs or to whatever. I do not want to be bad. I don't. I don't want to suck. I don't want to lose. I'm not going to root for losing. I can't. It's not within me. My blue and orange blood won't allow it. Boom, Giants just need 2 more wins and 1 against Washington. Damn, that's all y'all need? That's crazy. NSC must be nice. Ariel said, Emmanuel is his name. That's a fact. Emmanuel Quickly. Yes, sir. Jamal said, just be watching in 2 weeks and we chilling. I love that for y'all. Ariel says, Star J came through when it mattered. Even Julius, salute. Shout out to them, man. They both had a good second half. Both got it going. And, got a dub. Got a dub against a really good team. Excuse me. And Doobie, 11:30 ENT. I'm sorry if I didn't say it properly. Now y'all don't want wins. IDK with y'all on. Good win, Knicks. Let's get some rest and get this win streak lit. I didn't say I don't want wins. I said yay. It says yay right there. Who said I don't want wins? Yay. You always want wins. It was a good win. And yes, I would love to get a win streak lit. I'm not going to pretend that I automatically believe we're going to go on a win streak now, because that's not how the season is going. If we do go on a win streak, I'll be very happy about it. We know I'm going to bring the energy. 2 will be louder and better than 1. 3 will be louder and better than 2. Win games. Free Jericho, free Obi, free Cam. Facts. Facts. Free Cam, free Obi, free Jericho. I don't know. I mean, Hartenstein had a good game tonight. So, I mean, this isn't one of the nights where I'm going to say stuff about Jericho should be playing over Hartenstein, even though he should. But Hartenstein had a good game, man. Hartenstein gave us 10 points and 9 boards in 14 minutes. That's highly impressive. I can't take away from that at all. So shout out to Isaiah Hartenstein as well. He did a really solid job. Boom, boom, boom. Free Cam, free Obi, free Jericho. How about Mitch? Because of Hartenstein, trade him, addition by subtraction. Trade Hartenstein? Yeah, I mean, if there was a piece that somebody wanted, I mean, you know, if somebody wanted Hartenstein, I wouldn't be mad because I would like for Jericho to get that time, to get that role. It is what it is. I don't think it's like it's not super important to trade Hartenstein right away. So trade him. Jamal said, need one more performance from D Rose to get one more shout out Derrick Rose. Man, that guy's nice performance. We do need one more shout out to Derrick Rose. Man, that guy's nice. We need one more of those and then ship him off, please. But yeah, I do love doing that. Chef Guns said, "You're happy for the W. What's good, Chef Guns? Exactly. Happy for the W, man. Once again, a wise man once said, eat a W. Yum, yum, yum. Delicioso. You know the vibes. Boom, boom, boom. Ariel said, you need the defense, though. Yeah, I'm not sure we ran the offensive deuce for a while today. Salute, salute. Eric Kang said, yeah, it was good, Eric. Damn, I'm late to this. Tibbs still got to go. Tibbs does still have to go. Hey, bro, better late than never. I was late, too. Don't worry. Jamal said, people have to be able to get past box score watching and actually analyze the game. Surprisingly enough, you can have a good game without shooting well. Bro, people don't know how to watch basketball, bro. They watch the whole game. They watch the whole 48 minutes and don't understand what they're looking at. Either they don't know how to watch it, they don't know how to talk about it, or they don't know how to do either one. And once again, some people are just stupid. Like, objectively, like, through all phases of life, they're just stupid. Nick Perlin said, I feel the conflicting feeling, LOL, but we're in post-game prosperity, so it's up. Winning is fun. You know the vibes, man. We're never going to have a pouty post-game after a win, even a win that we feel a little bit conflicted about. We love winning. We love post-game prosperity. I don't like having to make these faces. You feel me? I like the prosperity. We love this. Stab the Crab, I don't know if you commented here, Stab, or what name you do so under, but let me know. But he was saying that, you know, post-game pouting is best for the memes, but post-game prosperity is best for the vibes. And that's a fact. The memes of the board be kind of funny when I look mad. But, you know, like, I'd much rather the vibes in here and having a great time and eating W's. Yum, 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 delicioso. Ariel said, Jalen step backs are so cold, so beautiful. His game is really just like picturesque. Sangford said, is Tibbs gonna DMP Cam against ATL? We play ATL next? New York Knicks schedule. What? New York Knicks schedule. Oh yeah, on Wednesday. It's on ESPN. Is it ESPN at the Garden? That'll be interesting. That's kind of crazy. He is gonna do that. Hey man. Oh. Hey man, that's a sick man. That's a sick man. That's a sick man, bro. Oh, that's sick man Freud. Oh my goodness. He's a sick man. Oh. Wow, he is definitely going to DNP Cam against the Hawks. That's crazy. He took him out of the rotation just in time to DNP him against his old team. Oh, man. Wow. That man is diabolical. He is going to DNP Cam and make him watch Derrick Rose. Oh. Good call, Sangford. Good call. Wow, it's crazy that your name is Sangford and I just called Tibbs Sick Man for it. It's kind of wild how that happened. I don't know. That don't seem like it was an accident. Weird. Neil said, essential post-game contemplating prosperity player of the game. Hey, man. Yay. I like that. Sorry, I gotta get my screenshots off. Although it's like an hour into it, I never come this far to screenshot things. Ariel said Trae Young requesting a trade to NYC. Man, I want to kill Trae Young on that. I want us to play really well against Trae Young. Make it clear. But yeah, nah, we gotta kill the Hawks. Hawks are food. Everybody know it. We know it. Hawks are food. Those are the vibes. And so I need the Hawks eating. Yes, whoa, Clutch, what's good, my guy? Yo, who was your player of the game? Obviously, many contributed, but loved how hard Mitch played, and IQ was a stud. Mitch did play very hard. I don't think I spoke enough about that. I apologize. Mitchell Robinson was super active. His hustle was amazing. That one play at the end, toward the end of the game, where he like got the offensive rebound, kicked it out, he missed it again. He like dove out of bounds, throw the offensive rebound back. Julius went back and got it. That was a good hustle too. So he just had excellent hustle, excellent energy. He did a great job, man. Mitchell Robinson is such a solid player for us. He's on the boards. He's controlling the paint defensively. He's blocking shots. He's even setting better screens right now. So shout out to Mitchell Robinson, bro. Excellent, 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 excellent. My man's got to get his flowers. Good call, Clutch. Sorry about your Jets. My Giants tied. We don't know how to feel. Oh well. Hey man, it's a weird thing, man. It's a weird time right now. Thank you though for the Jets condolences. That was a tough loss. Real sad. At least the Knicks didn't like let me down after, But player of the game was Jalen Brunson. 23 points, 7 for 16 from the field, 2 for 4 from 3, 7 for 8 from the free throw line, and just did a really good job scoring. If it wasn't Jalen Brunson, it probably would have been Emmanuel Quickly. I just feel like even though his box score wasn't crazy, I think he was super impactful tonight and played a really good game. Mitchell Robinson and Quentin Grimes did a great job. They're a great tandem defensively, defending drop or playing the pick and roll together. I'm really happy with them, both of them. RJ had a great third quarter. Lot of prosperity to go around, man. We can drink to everybody. Jamal said COVID numbers is nuts. LMAO. Clutch said, yo, bet I'm going to join the stream. Salute. Jamal said, need the Giants and Jets to both make the playoffs this year. I think both fan bases and teams deserve it. That's facts. I need a Subway Series Super Bowl, bro. I need a Jets-Giants Super Bowl for the culture. That would be crazy. New York will be on tilt. It will be war. I'm not going to lie. I'm cool with y'all up until that point. Like, I'm rooting for the Giants always, unless they play in the Jets. Clutch laugh. Jamal said, I'm sure Cam would drop a light 40 against ATL if he plays. He's really gonna DMP him against them. Ariel said, disgruntled star alert. Trey left practice. He beefing with Nate and didn't show up to the game. Ding ding. Yeah, I did see that he didn't come to the game, which I think is kind of crazy. Like, what happened? What could he have done to make him that mad? Because like those are your teammates. Like, and I think it was a home game. Like, you just imagine declining a courtside seat and just staying at the crib, like leaving your team out there. Like, you didn't even come say what's up. You didn't even wish people good luck for the game. Like, you got to be really upset. What happened? What did Nate McMillan make a barber joke? Like, I don't understand. He's really gonna bench Cam, bro. It's gonna be crazy. Jamal said Trey getting traded here would start World War III. That would be nuts. I low-key wouldn't even want him. We already have Brunson. The storyline would be very interesting though. It would be a wild storyline. I'm not gonna sit here and start dreaming up Trae Young trades. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna waste any of our time on that. It's not gonna happen. But it would be a very interesting storyline for real. Francesco said Mitch was just called for a moving screen in my 2K My Career, down by 2 with 5 seconds left. I'm out. See you on Wednesday. Hashtag Hawks are food. What's going on, Francesco? Appreciate you pulling up. I'm so sorry that happened to you at such a critical juncture of the game. But have a good night, my man. See you on Wednesday. And, appreciate you, Ariel. To the rest of y'all, man, thank you guys. We're over an hour in, and we're an hour in, an hour after the game. So thank you guys so much for pulling up. Love you guys so much. Appreciate your presence always. I'm looking forward to it. May do a Twitter space tomorrow. I like doing I like talking about the game the day after. I think it's a kind of cool thing. So, I might make that happen tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that if you want to pull up. And yeah, I'm on Twitch in like 5 minutes playing 2K. So pull up. I'll tweet my Twitch link. It's I Hate Sean on Twitch, but I'll be up there. So love you guys so much. Oh wait, hold on. Ariel said I had Daniel Marshall hit a 3 on me to lose. Don't even get me started. Wait, hold on. Daniel Marshall, are you playing like eras? Like what? Daniel Marshall is no longer in the league. I was like, wait, what's going on? But let's see. They'll get SGA before a trade. That would be amazing. But yeah, Daniel Marshall hitting the 3 on you to lose must have hurt, regardless of what era was in. Don't even get me started on SGA. I really feel like I threw off my my league with trading for SGA, but it's fun. Since he went to the Thunder, I've wanted nobody to be traded here more than him. That would be beautiful, bro. It really made me happy. Are you playing eras? I haven't played eras. I got to try that. It's kind of cool that they like really have an era like where you have a whole bunch of different teams and everybody's still there. But yeah, man. Once again, love y'all from the bottom of my heart. Catch y'all on Wednesday. Adios.